Alrighty, let's get it going. There's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest at your friend's suggestion. My wife and the XIV should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Edgar, thank you. XIV not here. Green Traveler, I realize it's not the most well-known settlement, so feel free to ask any questions you want. XIV, he went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He could have been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed to breathe the fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I do hope he's alright. He's gone to the cliffs! Turtle. He's just got to beat the very edge of the cliff, isn't he? Does not appear to be anywhere in the vicinity. There is only the shoe bill, gazing unflinching southward. The shoe belt aided our way to the suicide peak.
The future is where my destiny awaits.
Wake the fuck up.
Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey, but thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort? Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do? Well, you needn't hurry to decide. I was merely curious to know what sort of future lay in store for a hero with his life ahead of him. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this. When this is over, indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said, though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though he deserves to know, I have good reason.
God damn it. A thing popped up that made me go out of the game.
I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For he is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with him as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should he indulge me with his tales, I would regale him with my own about my efforts in Northrend, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine.
Edgar hasn't even been here a year. You've been here 100. Sorry, I had to make sure the recording was working, because like I said, something popped up and tapped me out of the game.
Then, I would ask him about his next adventure. And if he should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
Time for the long drive back. Past the Telesis and the Geodudes. Right up, my friend, I am much revived for the fresh air, and your fine company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. Meanwhile, Nalmara. Your audience, I have taken the liberty of quenching the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett Selk? He has taken himself to the first to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I am no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for the fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did concern one item of interest. You have doubtless wondered why the Scions of Seventh Dawn have not taken the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the source. The hero of the Scions have journeyed to the first, as have his comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scions' return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon his homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective, of both of our objectives. Though Heidelin's meddling, her champion threatens to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path. One which will never see man reclaim his true form. This unthinkable that he should supplicate us, incomplete as he is, such a devolution is abhorrent and must be stopped before it is too late. The hour is come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. This is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone for the future of Garlemald. Oh dear, you do not wear the memories motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. The whereabouts of my true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beasts of this forest are providing him proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos, or would you rather I call you Elidibus? Unexpected, most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrow echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenosie Galvos. I have not a particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without that, I cannot enjoy my hunts to the fullest. Your secrets or my flesh. I care not which you give me first. The choice is yours. Right, so while the two of you were away, I received word that everything is in place, meaning we can proceed with awakening the Talos. Once we imbue the magic, it will stir itself and immediately carry out its design function, namely, taking Mount Gulg in its grasp. Edgar, we may be certain that Vothri will not look on it in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. So see to your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I will give the order to proceed as soon as you are ready. Okay, duty support. Last one was 385, so I think we're good. Give the word, and I will relay the order to awaken the Talos. Engage! Very well, let us begin.
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs.
Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
Then you need only say the word.
Let us begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch Vothri, mountain and all.
Who the hell cast Ultima?
Here it comes! lost your touch, you clever old bugger! Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain. Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
Vor3 marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected. We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice. Is that?
I told you we should have called on him.
Such heartless thing, or something. It's cold and cruel and heartless. Summon us in times of need, we expressly said. Yet what should we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name? Yes, we may also have said that we Fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men. But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to his aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with him? We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
Wait, how many hands does it have? I think Titan has got it.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept the help. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gould and be ready to make the ascent.
Which direction? That direction. Yeah, Titan just giving it a hug. I got a cat who... I just realized my mic has been off tilt this entire time. Oh well, hopefully that doesn't mess too much. Everyone is here. Good. Atellus has taken hold of the mountain as planned. We will use its body as a bridge to reach Vor3's sanctuary. The Sin Eaters will make us work for every Yalm, of course. But we will carve a path through their ranks and meet with their master regardless. Sure. Come on, Alpha, no. Let's see how well this goes.
You will not defile my new paradise. Prepare yourself! Activate like insects! I will not stop it!
Oh, we got something. Okay, which is lower? 400, 412.
Prepare yourself. Come no closer! Filthy creatures!
Heck was a feeling.
righteousness,
I wonder if anybody has that as an alert on
and
Twitch.
righteousness will prevail.
Prepare yourself!
Can't you do anything by yourself?
Wait a minute, their weapons don't look quite right. I think those are for us. Yep. That was almost a mistake. Pandora. Cane of the Forgiven.
not be discouraged.
Don't know why he turned into a pile of rocks. Anchored. Let's see if we get a weapon in this last chest. I doubt it, but let's see. We got Paladin.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vorthry's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads?
What?
By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught but
Eh?
Had you only entrusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vorthry. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious. Something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word!
Oh, now you can speak clearly.
You presume to lecture me. Insolent words. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and Shinita both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vorthry. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
Somebody's about to get a lot of tetanus. Vorthry's about to get lots of tetanus. Let's see, yeah, 412, and this requires. Huh. It would have required Item synced is 420. Oh well. Well, as usual, I'll just pause it here. And I'll unpause it once it finally pops.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god! Come! Prepare for battle! This will be mercy. To me, my servants! Feast upon these villains and their foul men! I will crush you! Fine! Fine! If you refuse to die! You on the illusion of will! Yes! That will be your punishment! Here will be my sending a bright fire! Suffer, suffer, suffer! Suffer and know your folly!
No, Zorby. With your powers, you could have done so much good. Well, it looks like we've missed it all yet again. We've secured an escape route. Do what you must. There lieth the last of the light. A dramatic transformation, the result of the Sun Eater within emerging to claim dominant. I sure, or assume, is that VOTH? It was like a butterfly in a fat cocoon of flesh. I see. It's finally over then. Now, night will return to all of Vervant, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Does Ryan want to do it?
But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god. That is why I was born, as man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worship me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you.
Look, the sky.
It gets even brighter somehow. So he's dead. How is this thing still floating? In fact, how is everything still here?
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal. One that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being. A king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Looks like the vision got interrupted.
Are you all right? Say something!
"12 Forfend. He cannot contain the light. He's beginning to turn. Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
He hasn't got any sleeves.
It's changing back.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch, what are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with him as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Urianger. Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrend.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part. Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
Thancred? You had one job. And that was to keep an eye on him.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you, let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now, halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage. I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided he could contain and control the light. If not, then he, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Lightwalkers willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a sin eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into sin eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you. But before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Vorthri achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Exarch!
I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes. Till then, I bid you farewell, Eater.
After you collapsed, Emmet's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it. It's like this all over. The whole of Northrats is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you.
What the?
If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Dang. All those pop-ups. Well, that'll be it for this episode. Well, first let's get our stuff prepared so I don't forget. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode, and I'll see you all in the next.